Assalamualaikum and hello to my examiners. I'm Farah binti Hassan from course Animal Husbandry Science with matrix number F18B0029. In this video, I'm going to present my final year project on Antibiogram of Edwardsiella tarda isolated from Diseased Anglefish of Aquarium shop. This final year project presentation will be covered on introduction, problem statement, objective literature review, methodology, results, discussion, summarize of this project, which is conclusions and references. Without further ado, I will continue with introduction. Basically, ornamental fish mean any species of an aquatic animal that are rare or marked for their colorful, beauty, and exotic characteristic, and this is true. According to Day 2016, ornamental fish are commonly popular as an ornamental fish hobbyist and contribute to economic value that resulting increase of aquarium fishes worldwide trading. This support by Department of Fisheries Malaysia in production report of ornamental fish and aquatic plants by states in 2016 that stated total of ornamental fish produced with 402 million bundle of fishes includes species of Carapridids, barbs, danio, goldfish, koi, and Loricariidae. As we all know, all living things cannot be run from getting ill. Therefore, bacteria in aquatic animal is the starting of fish diseases. Edwardsiella tarda is a harmful bacterium and can have potential cause in human health and other aquatic animal. Yet, it is not much studied which chemical reagent can be effectively against it. According to Zhu and Tang 2014 and Tiang et al. 2022, the treatment of formalin kill bacteria is not strong enough to kill Edwardsiella tarda. This is important to understand, able to identify the type of bacteria including effectiveness of antibiotics against it. Using off-treatment antibiotics are always the effective way in combat bacterial infection in aquaculture industry. Next, in problem statement. Despite that ornamental fish is rising in aquaculture industry, bacteria and other pathogens can lead to huge losses to aquaculture industry. Thus, this study may facilitate further investigation on identify Edwardsiella tarda in diseased angelfish and characterize Antibiogram of Edwardsiella tarda to know the least acceptability of the less resistant of antibiogram for suitability treatments antibiotic. There are two main objectives that need to achieve on this project, which are number one is to isolate and identify Edwardsiella tarda in diseased angelfish from aquarium shop, and number two is to characterize antibiogram of isolated Edwardsiella tarda from diseased angelfish. Edwardsiella tarda frequently found in polluted water with poor water quality and affect fish stressed by situation, where the clinical sign can be seen clearly with loss of pigmentation, swelling of abdominal surface, and also there will be hemorrhage in the fin and skin with opacity of eyes and rectal of hernia. While internally there will be watery and bloody in the abdominal space and the liver, spleen, and kidney. According to Bullock and Herman, 1985, internal fish that affected with Edwardsiella tarda most commonly on gross lesion occur with light-colored nodule on the parts of kidney, spleen, and liver. Next, in methodology. Sample collection and preparation was done by purchase 30 pieces of diseased angelfish from available aquarium shop in Kelantan. Then the diseased angelfish were dissected along the abdomen and gently scraped on the abdomen, eye, gill, kidney, and skin. Then, inoculation of typical single colonies into Tripacaceoe agar were done. Next, bacterial identification was done by using BBL crystal kit, followed with antibiotic sensitive test. This is the method is to evaluate resistance of antibiotic. After swabbing a sterile cotton bud on the TCA agar plate, Kirby Brewer disk diffusion method is used to evaluate resistance of antibiotic. Each antibiotic disc were analyzed and converted into sensitive, intermediate sensitive, and resistance. Antibiotic resistance index were calculated then. For the result, according to the result, it was determined that the isolation was highly sensitive to fluoroquine and oxalonic acid while being resistant to compound sulfonamides. For intermediate sensitive isolation, the highest is tetracycline antibiotic, kanamycin, and also novobiocin antibiotics having the same result of 60% intermediate sensitive. For the MA value for bacteria Edwardsiella tarda, isolate is 0.5. The results show that Edwardsiella tarda in this fish might have been exposed to the antibiotic during culturing stage. In prevent from disease to spread wider and to inhibit the bacteria, antibiotic is used in aquaculture. Currently, the common use of antibiotic in aquaculture farming are tetracyclines, sulfonamides, oxalic acid, and erythromycin. Information about the incidence of Edwardsiella tarda in angelfish Malaysia are limited. According to Musa, Wei, and also Sharam 2008, stated that isolated of Edwardsiella tarda was found in other ornamental fish at aquarium shop in Malaysia. These studies has proved that isolated of Edwardsiella tarda in angelfish are valid. This also supported by similar study by Turgay 2022 of isolated tarda at Turkey. In this study were surprisingly observed as the most susceptible drugs for more than 70% are fluoroquine and oxalonic acid. The result, susceptibility, was unexpected as it would indicate the efficiency of antibiotic treatments toward this bacteria disease. Adversely, by Wima Lesena et al. 2018 stated that the resistant isolates were highly frequency for ampicillin, although fluoroquine and oxalonic acid in freshwater eel. In Taiwan, researcher by Low et al. 2014 were highly susceptibility to this antibiotic. For the Ma index value of Edwardsiella tarda shows the value is higher than 0.2. The value of isolated from angelfish was 0.5, where it was much higher than 0.2. A Ma index value higher than 0.2 is considered that the aquatic animal has exposed to high risk exposure to the antibiotics. As a conclusion, Edwardsiella tarda is commonly seen as an opportunistic infection. However, it can cause bacteriological septicemia and death in variety hosts, including both fresh and marine water fish, reptiles, and mammalia species. Therefore, it is appropriate to control and prevention taken measures to reduce the infection in ornamental fish. Overall, in finding isolation, Edwardsiella tarda in angelfish has a resistance more than 90% in compound sulfonamides and amoxicillin, and found to be successfully inhibited in tetracyclines, spimaracide, oxalonic acid, fluoroquine, ampicillin that more than 55%. It is the best way to encounter Edwardsiella tarda disease by using oxalonic acid and fluoroquine in freshwater angelfish. Here is the list of the references that have been used as my guidelines during perform this final year project. Thank you for your listening.